Your laboratory may have the capability to perform a particular test or calibration, but is that activity actually included in your NABL scope of accreditation? During accreditation or assessment, this distinction becomes critical because NABL accreditation applies to the specific tests, types of test calibrations, proficiency testing schemes, or reference materials listed within the approved scope. So, understanding your scope of accreditation is essential for knowing exactly what your laboratory is accredited for and what it is not. Hello, everyone, welcome to KMA Global. In this video, we'll understand what the NABL scope of accreditation means, what it covers, and why laboratories need to manage their scope carefully. According to NABL, the scope of accreditation identifies the specific tests, types of tests, or calibrations for which a laboratory has been assessed and found competent. It can include details such as the applicable method range and measurement capability wherever relevant. In simple terms, your scope defines the specific boundaries of your NABL accreditation. So, having the capability to perform a test and having that test included in your NABL scope are two different things. Let's say your laboratory is already accredited for a particular group of tests. Over time, you may add a new test, introduce a new method, extend your measurement range, or develop capability in another area. Your laboratory may be fully capable of performing that activity. But if it is not included in the approved scope, you cannot represent that activity as covered by NABL accreditation. This is why laboratories need to continuously understand what is inside their scope and what falls outside it. NABL also makes it clear that the scope does not necessarily cover every capability of a laboratory. For quality and technical teams, this becomes especially important during accreditation and ongoing compliance. Before adding a new activity, changing a method, or planning an expansion, the laboratory should consider how that change relates to its existing scope and accreditation requirements. A well-defined scope helps the laboratory maintain clarity about what it is accredited for, what it is currently capable of doing, and what may require further assessment or scope expansion. This becomes particularly important when planning for NABL assessments, surveillance, or reassessment. So remember, NABL accreditation is not a blanket approval for everything a laboratory can perform. It is recognition of competence for specific activities defined within an approved scope. Understanding that distinction can help laboratories make better decisions about their testing activities, documentation resources, and future scope expansion. At KMA Global, we support organizations and laboratories in strengthening their management systems, preparing for accreditation, and improving compliance with applicable standards. For more practical insights on NABL ISO/IEC 17025 and laboratory quality management, follow KMA Global. See you in the next video.